Yeah, so that's pretty amazing. Your awareness of the pitches has improved so
Thank
much.
you.
Like,
Thank you.
Kieran, do you notice that from the first one? Yeah, huge improvement. That's
Thank
like
you so much.
I think that's the quickest I've ever seen anybody pick up this idea. Like
Thank you.
as you were going through, did it seem like I'm understanding what's going
Well,
on?
I feel like 2 days ago it just like clicked because like the day before when I was doing it, it didn't come as easy as it did the next day. Like constant no progress area, and then the next day it was easy for me. So I don't know. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, oh my God. All right.
That's okay.
It's
That's okay. It's totally expected for, when you're trying to figure out your voice.
mhm.
That is simply moving from your gear one to gear two, just quickly. As any novice driver who's trying to learn how to shift gears from gear one to gear two in a car
Mhm.
when they're driving, it's going to be a little bit shaky at first.
Okay.
The passenger's going to get jolted a little bit. Try that one again.
Ah,
Good. Now just pull back your volume a little bit and add more of that cry.
ah,
Good. Keep that cry there.
ah.
Just try not to use so much volume. So if you pull back on the
Okay.
volume a little bit and add that cry, really like lean on that cry.
How do I lower the volume a pitch? I'm still confused on that.
Ah, okay. So for you in your mind, pitch and volume are somewhat connected.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know how to get that out.
I mean, really falsetto kind of breaks that idea. So if you go quiet, can you go, ah?
Ah.
Is that loud?
No,
You're
but it's
quite
still
high,
high
right?
pitch. Okay. Yeah.
So if let's try a slide. If we go all at one volume. Can you try that?
Yeah. Ah.
Good. So you see how that is pretty
Mm,
high, but it's not
but it's low
necessarily
volume.
loud.
Okay.
I think where you're having difficulty is keeping your chest voice engaged, so your full voice sound there, but not going too loud, and that takes time. And what you got
Okay.
to do is find your full voice sound. So where you were like you were kind of like and it was
Mm-hmm.
breaking up on the top.
Yeah.
Part of that is that your muscles are just not, your vocal cords and the muscles around them are not used to holding back that much air pressure. So this is actually an excerpt from my group lessons as part of my lesson subscription. If you feel like you would benefit from joining these, then click the link down below to join these group lessons, get access to hours of on-demand video content, and a community of singers that are all helping each other grow. You find it?
Well, see, with the mix thing, so like my tuner app, it has like different octaves. It says like one, two, three, four, five, six. Like so on the mix thing, it'll be like an F, say like fourth octave, and I'll sing it back, but it'll be an F, but it'll be at like third octave. So like I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think I can hit it that high.
Okay. So that's why I want you to specifically try to use your falsetto to get to those higher ranges. Because
Okay.
when we're dealing with just pitch accuracy, it doesn't matter what quality you're in, as long as you're hitting the pitch. Then
Mm.
your body is learning what it takes to hit that pitch. That's really what matters. And similar to what I was describing to Inian, I don't want you to get louder to try to go higher. And so this is often the case with a lot of people. It happens marginally with each note. It goes up a little bit. But when we do that, by the time we're up into our high range, we're screaming, right? So we want to try to keep it as stable in volume as possible.
Oh,
There, the volume spiked a little bit. Hold back that airflow as you do it. Oh, that was better. And I know that your voice, it had a little bit of a crack in it, but that's okay because it's going to take a little bit of time, like I was saying to Inian, before your muscles coordinate and strengthen to be able to hold back the amount of air pressure we're throwing behind it. Let's start with the neigh. I want to give you an idea of what we're supposed to be doing there. I want you to really think of energizing the sound, really kind of bringing more energy to the table. I want you to smile into it. So, can you try if we go nay 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 nay? I want you to think really bright, really whiny, and really bratty with it.
nay, 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 nay.
Good. Can you think even more whiny with it? Like like a kid that would say na 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 na. Can you do that?
Nay, 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 nay.
That's it. Very good.
Nay, 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 nay.
Good. Try not to go breathy. We want to keep it as whiny as we can all the way through. Nay 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 nay.
Nay, 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 nay.
One more time there.
Nay, 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 nay.
Okay, you're adding just a little bit of a puff of air through there. So I want you to work when you're doing this exercise. That should be your focus, is keeping that really really bright, really whiny tonality there and not letting it go breathy. So let's do the I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Let's just try that line. Um, can you try it on a neigh? Neigh, 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 neigh.
Nay, 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 nay.
Good. I want you to get even whinier with it.
Nay, 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 nay.
In the middle there, you started to add a little bit more airflow. Um, Kieran, I want to try with Inian. Inian, can you try that line going? Nay, 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 nay.
Nay, 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 nay. Like that.
Yeah, so that's like a nay, nay. It's a little bit dropped in the
Okay.
throat. I really want you to think of the sound kind of like being right here in the front of your face.
Nay, 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 nay.
Good. Now let's try to put the words there. Can you go? I guess I kind of like the way you numbed all the pain.
I guess you kinda like the way you numbed all the pain.
So when you put the words in, all of your vowels started to round out a lot more. So I'm
Okay.
not saying you should sing like this. Just
Mhm.
want to make that clear for anybody that's listening and for you guys. But this is a stepping stone to find that brightness that needs to be there and that energy that needs to be there to be able to find that brightness. So I want you guys to practice with that in addition to your regimens. So Inian, you've got your regimen. Kieran, you have your regimen. So those exercises are all, except for the puffy cheek, which is more dopey, they're all with this same sort of whiny approach to it. You'll notice that, like with the tongue out, it's got a really whiny, bright sound. Nay, 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 nay. This is a big aspect that I think, number one, is going to add more of this cry to your voice, and it's also going to bring in the energy that we're looking for.